What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants post-game video, another game that we lost. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up because it helps out the video huge. Hit the subscribe button, ring-a-ding-ding the bell. A lot of Giants content always on this channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Been having a lot of fun on Twitter because Twitter is very interesting. But follow me. Links are in the description below. As always, appreciate you clicking on the video. Thank you so much. The New York Giants, once again, lose in prime time, 14-9 to the Buffalo Bills in a very, very tough fought back. And figuratively and literally, as there was a couple of big skirmishes there during the game. I'm not a guy that's into moral victories. A loss is a loss. But if we're being honest, that's probably, I know the Giants didn't score a touchdown, and now our offense hasn't scored a touchdown in 9 quarters offensively. I mean, we scored a defensive touchdown against the Dolphins, but we haven't scored a touchdown on offense in 9 quarters. The offense has a lot left to be desired, although I thought it played better. We saw some shots down the field to Darius Slayton. We saw a shot down the field to Jalen Hyatt. We got Darren Waller involved. Saquon Barkley ran the ball pretty effectively on that one drive, which ended in 3. We're going to talk about some of the play calling here. The Giants last year did everything correctly in a year in which they were, you probably wouldn't have thought they would have, meaning it was the first year into the system. And I've talked about this year, how there's been so many mistakes. They're like mental mistakes. And the Giants are not good enough to overcome that. I'm going to start with the good. There was some good in this game. There really was. The defense was incredible. Big shout out, Bobby Okereke, Micah McFadden. They were fantastic. Micah McFadden with a pick and a fumble recovery. They had good pressure on Josh Allen. Okereke was killing it. They called it roughing the quarterback, roughing the passer penalty on Okereke. It was crap. He literally hit Josh Allen's arm and he fell to the ground. I can't stand the roughing the passer call in the NFL. I really hate it. Give the quarterback flags and pull the flag out. The quarterback said, you can't hit the quarterback ever. So just give him flags. I thought at first maybe Okereke hit him in the head. And I'm like, well, that's a penalty, but he didn't. But he played well. Defense was great. I saw, Dexter Lawrence was amazing, really good. Thought Deonte Banks played as good as you could against Stephon Diggs, especially in the second half. They really shut Josh Allen down in the second half. Josh Allen on the touchdown throw to the tight end, that's just Josh Allen. I mean, sometimes you got to tip your cap. He's a great quarterback. He's one of the best in the league. Very few quarterbacks make that play. He did. The Giants are going to look back at this, though, and realize that they left points on the table. And again, these are the mistakes we can't have. You have 14 seconds to go. No timeouts. End of the first half. You're up 6-0. You get the ball to start the second half. You have the opportunity to go up by 2 scores with 3 points. Why you run the ball there, I have no idea. Tyrod Taylor's not a rookie. Tyrod Taylor checked to a run. He checked to a run. And he knew if they didn't get in there, they were just going to lay on Saquon Barkley and the time was going to be up. You cannot afford to make that kind of mistake, especially when your offense struggles to score points. If you wanted to roll Tyrod out and give him the option to run or pass, different story, because then Tyrod could take the touchdown. If he gave it to him, they could throw it away. Either way, with 14 seconds to go, you have 2 shots at throwing the ball in the end zone, at least. And if you don't get it, well, then you can kick the field goal. That was awful. That cost the Giants this game. So, listen, Tyrod played well. Now, Tyrod played as well as anybody could be expected. I mean, he's a backup quarterback. Thought he did a good job tonight, but that hurt. He's been in the league for 13 years. You can't do that. I don't know if he thought we had a timeout. I don't know what his thought process was, but that one's beyond me. I don't know what he was doing there. That's just Giants football. The Giants will giant. I used to say the Jets will jet. Well, the Jets don't jet anymore. I mean, a little bit, I guess, but they beat the Eagles today, and the Jets have played their ass off since Aaron Rodgers went down. So I don't know if I can say that, but I can say the Giants will giant, and that was a Giants will giant moment. Then in the third quarter, The Giants have the ball at the 10-yard line, their own 10-yard line, and they find something off the right side of the line. Barkley gets 2 carries, goes right into Buffalo territory, run the ball effectively all the way down to about the 12, where it's 3rd and inches, at 1 inch. They pass. Why are you getting cute and calling a pass? 3rd and inches, you run the ball. You line up twice, run the ball. You can quarterback sneak. You can do the cheek sneak, the tush push, the brotherly shove, whatever the hell you want to call it. You can do a regular quarterback sneak. You can hand the ball off, but that whole drive, you ran the ball down their throat, and then you decide to pass in 3rd and inches. And it would be one thing if you were going to go for it on 4th down, and they settle for 3. What the hell was that? The play calling has been a major issue. It's been a point of controversy. Who's calling the plays? Is it Dable? Is it Kafka? Who the hell knows? Whoever's calling them ain't doing a very good job. Like I said, the Giants offense actually moved the ball pretty effectively in this game. Still no touchdown. Still can't crack the end zone. It's amazing. It's amazing how this team just finds a way to lose. Normally, I shouldn't even say that. Normally, they're getting their brains beat in. They're just getting their ass kicked. Tonight, they found a way to lose. But that's what bad teams do. Good teams find a way to win this game. And the Giants had an opportunity at the end. 1 yard away from winning this football game against a very good Buffalo Bills team. Like I said, I cannot give the defense enough credit. They were fantastic tonight. Fantastic. Josh Allen in the first half was 8 out of 18 for 87 yards and an interception. They shut Josh Allen down. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. They shut him down. Second half, it's not like he did much better. Buffalo scored 14 points. You got to win that game. Think about it. The Giants had the ball at the 1 yard line at the end of the 4th quarter. They had the ball at the 1 yard line at the end of the 2nd quarter. They had 3rd down in inches at the 10 or 12. Just wasted opportunities. I'm not blaming the officials. The officials were shit. Again, Evan Neal was not downfield on Jalen Hyatt's catch. By the way, I give Evan Neal credit. I thought Evan Neal played great tonight. I thought Evan Neal was very, very good. We kill Evan Neal. Evan Neal has been terrible all year. He had the burger flipper comment, killing him on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. He's getting killed. I get it. He played well. You got to give him credit. He did a good job tonight. Justin Pugh. Shout out to Justin Pugh. Not like he played great at a couple false starts. Gave up a sack. He came in to play guard. Zudu got hurt. Justin Pugh literally says in his intro, off the couch. The man got up off the couch and to play left tackle. The offensive line did as good as it could tonight. Not good, but not as bad as it's been. But I got to give Evan Neal some credit. The Giants were running the ball effectively off Evan Neal's side. Bredesen, they didn't do bad. But again, this is just the New York Giants football this day and age. They just don't know how to win. That's why last year I came up with the hashtag WBC, winning builds culture. When you're good and you win a couple of these games at the beginning of the year, you know you can do it. They had confidence last year. Hey, we've been here before. We can come back and win. And they did. They came back and won a lot because the tone was set against Tennessee the first week of the season. They came back, they won. They won for 2, they won. Then they came back against Green Bay. Then they came back against Baltimore. Then they came back. Never got the other games that came back. They came back, on game-winning touchdown drives. But regardless, they knew they could win. Good teams find ways to win football games. The Giants were not a great team last year. They were a good team. They made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. It's a good team. This year, they're a really bad team. And this year, they find ways to shoot themselves in the foot and lose games. They don't execute. They just make mistakes. Too many mistakes. And they're not talented enough to overcome these things. If they would have found a way to win this game, you're 2-4. You go to Washington, or Washington comes to your house, where we have beaten Washington on the regular. Now, Washington is 3-3. They're playing better. I don't want to say they're good. They're not bad. They're average. They're mid, I guess that's the term today. They're mid. But we have had their number. If you go into that game 2-4 and you beat them, you have the same record as them. And you start to get some momentum. You could have been 3-4. Now, who knows? It's a tall task. I'm not saying we would have beat Washington. but you find a way to beat a really good Bills team in Buffalo on prime time. Perhaps that confidence is there, and you find a way to beat Washington. You get on a little bit of a roll. You gain some momentum. Instead, back to the drawing board. What could we have done better? Here's the mistakes you made, and there's no moral victories. A loss is a loss. They're 1-5. So I'm just so sick and tired of losing. I can't stomach the losing here. It is too much. It's just too much. 1-5. 1-5. An ugly 1-5. That's what the New York Giants are, and no end in sight, I guess. I don't know what the deal is next week. I don't know who's going to be there, who's not. I don't know. We had some more injuries tonight, so God only knows. But we'll find out next week. But I'll be live, tomorrow, most likely, for a therapy session. I didn't get to do it last week, but I do plan on doing it this week. And Giants fought. I guess it's better than getting blown out, but a loss is a loss. But I feel better about their performance tonight. At least they gave some effort. They showed they cared. They had some fight, literally. I mean, you saw the big fight. I give them credit for that. I mean, that's like I said, they didn't score a touchdown, but overall, they moved the ball incredibly well, I felt like. Just didn't pay off with touchdowns, and defense was very complete. It's probably the most complete game the Giants have played this year, and it still wasn't good enough. So all I got in this video. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. It's a bad diggy dizzle. I'm out. Peace.